Okay, this is Mathews Jet, and today I want to show you my HPI Baja. I bought this car in 2007, and we're in January 29, Tuesday of 2019. And right now it's going to be like around 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, this is we're gonna get into this car a little bit deeply, not too much, because I did a lot of stuff to this car. There's a company called Raven RC that they're making replicas of this car. This is not a Raven RC. This is a real SS HPI Super Sport Baja. The real deal, not a bullshit clone. It's got the original 26cc gas engine. The motor's running stock, but it's fully broken in, so the motor is running real good. And because I know how to tune my engines real good, so the sleeve is not burned, the piston is not burned, so it's running real good. It's running clean with no problems. Okay, so I'm going to show you the upgrades on the car. It's got a Turtle Racing billet aluminum differential case. It's got NTG knuckles in the rear, and it's got NTG knuckles in the front. And it's got an NTG front disc brake system. And it's got billet aluminum rims. In October of 2018, I decided to upgrade the tires because the back tires were a little bit worn out. They weren't bad. They still looked good, but I wanted to change the tires anyway, so I went with these. The nipples on these are real big, so you're going to get real good traction on the car. So since October to today, January, I still haven't ran the buggy because I actually run this Baja, I run it more in the summer, not in the winter. In the winter, I got other hobbies. Other shit that I do. Okay, so I added that screen, the filter, that net. This roll bar, last year in 2018, I entered my quarter scale pro stock at Secaucus Expose. Center, I don't know what the name of that. I'm trying to remember the name of the damn building. Okay, so in Secaucus, New Jersey, every year on the 23, 24, and 25, they have the Ram show at the Secaucus Exhibit Center. Some shit like that is called. I don't know. I really don't give a shit. So this roll bar, I bought it from Motion RC. I took the original roll bar off. I know it's going to turn to shit because all you got to do is flip this buggy once or twice and it's going to fucking rip that roll bar apart. And then I'll probably go back to the original one that I kept it because I know it's going to get messed up. Okay, so the Baja's running real good. I've been running the car for years. Okay, I keep it in mint condition. I run it on dirt, rocks. I go run it through the woods, but I will not run it in water, and I don't run it in mud. Mud and water is out for me. Okay, on my past video, I kind of said the same thing on another truck. So if you want to call me a wuss and a pussy, I really don't care. But I'm not gonna take my expensive cars and put them in, 2 feet of water or 1.5 feet of mud to impress you. Not gonna happen. I like to run my cars, and I run it pretty hard because I can beat on this. But I bring it home in one piece, you know, dusted with dust. I hit it with an air blower. I removed the wheels, all the covers. If I got to clean it down, I can wash it down. But there's no mud stuck to the body and the parts. What I don't like about mud is when it dries up onto the shit, it stays there, man. And it doesn't matter how much you clean the car, the mud will be all over the fucking car. You can't get rid of it. Okay, so I'm real happy with this car. I got another friend that I haven't seen in a while. Him and I, we used to race these cars together. But he met a nice woman. He kind of got all hooked up, you know, shacked up. And ever since then, you know, I think she's got him tied to the bed or something because the guy won't fucking come out. Okay, so I've been running it alone. It's got an Integy fuel cover. It's got a Futaba quarter scale servo for steering. It's an awesome car. I put this little clear glass on it for the windshield. And it broke there in a corner on a flip. If you see it, it's got a little bust. It's okay. It's not a big deal. So the car is, you know, it's got a lot of modifications to it, but it's also a lot original. I added that billet mount that holds the bearings for the clutch. It doesn't have the closed-in one. They got that cover that's closed in. This is the one with the 3 legs bolted on. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna. This car is a pain in the ass to take the body off. Let's try this. There goes a clip. Another clip. Turn the body around. When you're not running the car, remove all the fuel. I leave the cover put like this. I don't tighten the cover. It's pretty much sitting on the top. Leave it loose. You don't want to tighten it up, because when you tighten it up, everything turns to shellac. There it is. Finally broke this shit. Well, there goes my cap. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm dropping shit all over the place. And there's people that live downstairs, driving them crazy. Okay. Okay. There it is, that aluminum piece. That's what I got in there. I got the upgraded slipper flywheel. It's not running the stock. It's got the red one. It's a red nice one that you adjust how much tension you want on it. This is for the front disc brakes. I got a very simple remote on it. I'm using, it's got dust on it because it's sitting under my bench. See the dust? So I took I was running an FM radio. I removed that Futaba radio. Now I'm running a 2.4 computerized. I actually got a couple of extra receivers because I'm using this radio in my truck, and I'm using it in this one, and I got another receiver in the box, so I'm gonna put this remote in another car. 56%, that's it. We gotta soon change those batteries. Okay, so what I do is I buy one remote and I order extra receivers, and I could put receivers on every damn car, running it off one remote. So I'm happy with the car. It runs real good. This thing holds ass. I keep it clean and I maintain it. I seen on YouTube guys with real nice Bajas, and I seen on YouTube guys with cars that scare the shit out of me when I look at it because they look horrific. Cause I am a mechanic, I run it like if it's a real car. I maintain it as a real race car. It's a real miniature race car. They're not toys. This is not for kids. This is a big boy's car. So the engine is fully broken in. I said I'll run the engine until it blows, and then I'll go to like a 29, 30cc, even a 35. They got like 80cc's in these buggies. I don't want an 80cc motor. I'll go up to like 30 and leave it there, or 29cc. Anything above that, the car's going to be uncontrollable. When you step on the throttle, the buggy's going to be flying all over the place where you can't even drive the car. I see guys on YouTube, they got these monster motors on their buggies, and the car doesn't even drive straight. As soon as they hit the throttle, the car's spinning all over the place because it's too much motor. Plus these cars, you can't gear them up the way you want to. If you can gear them up, maybe it might work, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, so in the summer I bring, I play mostly in the summer. In the winter I'll bring some of my trucks out, my crawlers and stuff. But I really wait for the summer where I can bring out the cars and have fun. Bring out the planes and the boats. I got a group of guys that we run boats together. Soon I'm going to put some of my boats on YouTube so you guys can see it. I just wanted you to check out my Baja. It's a real nice car. It's in mint condition. I've been running it for a good amount of years. The motor still got life in it. I check all the gears. They're still pretty good because I'm not dogging the shit out of the car. Okay, and I added new tires recently. These are the new front tires I put on it and the new rear tires. Okay. Where I'm at right now, my friend, since he shacked up with his girl and then they got married, so I ain't got nobody to run this with. I would like to meet a group of guys in New Jersey that are running Bajas, and I'm down to hang out. But if you want me to destroy my buggy for you to be happy, it's not going to happen. I'm willing to run it, and I'll run it hard, but I'm not going to sink it in mud, and I'm not going to sink it in water. It ain't happening. Okay? So this is my Baja. Oh, another thing, I see guys that they put all this shit in aluminum. They put every fucking thing in aluminum, and that's adding it too much weight. It becomes a pretty car, but not a race car. I built it more to be a race car. So the chassis is original. It's got only the knuckles in aluminum and the brakes because it should have front disc brakes. And the differential case should be aluminum, as a mechanic. And another thing, I put a net. You see it's got a net in there. Because when this buggy's running, it picks up a lot of leaves. And that was going all in through this shit. After, I would run it once or twice. And then I would have to shut the car down and rip this cover out. And clean it all up at the field if I could keep on running the car. I don't got to do that anymore. Now I just take out the pull start and hit it with a brush and it's ready to go. Again. This is a regular screen that, I bought a piece at Lowe's. I think it was Lowe's at Home Depot for a couple of bucks. If I look in one of my damn closets, I still got a big piece left over, so I can always replace it. I advise for you to put this piece on this car because this car is running so hard. It comes with a rubber piece and two little metal plates, and that buckles. And when that buckles, that is going to eat your gears. So you don't want your gears to be all torn up. So the best thing is to put that piece there. That piece prevents all your gears from getting all chewed up. An advice. These pieces right here, this comes with a little metal clamp that goes around the header over the tune pipe. And it uses a little clip. What I did is I grinded down those little leaves where you put the pin through. And I used this. This is better. Since I put this on, because I was always dropping that little clip. And one day I dropped a clip and my pipe was running loose, making a lot of noise. And so I decided to grind those little leaves off and go with one of these things. Put that on, make sure the screw's in the bottom, that's not in the top, and that resolves that. Yeah, it'll resolve that forever. Never got to deal with that shit again. Soon I'm gonna put new clutch shoes on the buggy. I gotta, upgrade my clutch on it. But the rest is all good. It's a good running car. I also exhibit this car at the Ram show in Secaucus. That's it. We're done for today. I'll see you on the next video. I hope you liked the video. I came home from work. I'm tired. I'm like exhausted. Since I got home, I ain't done nothing. All I did was sit here. I opened up one beer that I found in the fridge. I had something to eat, and soon I'm going to sleep. Okay? And I'm looking forward to meeting a group of people here in New Jersey that are running Bajas, because I want to run with a group of people, but I don't know anybody. The only guy I did know, he kind of vanished, so I'm stuck by myself on this one. So in the summer, I take out the car to under the George Washington Bridge. There's areas in there where I can run the car. Okay, so in the summer, if some of you guys show up under the George Washington Bridge, look for me. You're going to see my cars and my trucks. You'll find me there. Bring your cars and your trucks. Later.